yesterday, end of the show, Payton had a dentist appointment, right? So you left right. I mean, you're supposed to have your wisdom teeth taken out this weekend, but you also had some others, so you're going to the dentist for whatever, right?
Yeah, so yesterday I was in a ton of pain in the morning, all throughout the morning, like just sharp, serious pain. And I was kind of talking about it, that I've had this pain for a while, and it's my front tooth. And I was a little worried because it's my veneer, and I felt like my wisdom teeth were pushing on to my veneers and that it was all getting all types of inflamed. And I wasn't exactly sure what was going on. But by the end of the show, I was in so much pain that I was like, there's something seriously wrong with me. Like, I gotta call my dentist. I gotta get in ASAP. So they got me in really quickly, like right after the show. So I kind of had to jet out of here. And they got me in. They did all of these tests, and they were like, yeah, we need to send you to a specialist because you probably need an emergency root canal. And I was starting to freak out because I'm like, a root canal? Like, that does not sound good. I feel like you shouldn't have root canals at 24. I don't know what the science is behind that and why I feel that way, but I just do. And so I ended up going to the dentist or to the specialist to get my root canal, and it was not good for anybody involved. It was so inflamed. It was so gross. My nerves were dead. They couldn't numb me up enough to where, like, I didn't feel anything.
Oh, it was
so they,
that
like,
bad?
Yeah,
Oh,
so, like, they
gosh.
numbed me, and then they, like, went to start drilling, and I was like, you need to stop right now because it did not kick in. They had to go back and numb me and, like, do the shot numb, like, 3 different times.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it was pretty
Terrible.
bad. And it was like my headphones weren't working. And so like I didn't want to hear the noise of them drilling into my tooth, but that's all I could hear. And so I had my eyes open and I was like crying because it did not feel good. It hurt really bad. But thank God for the dentist and like his assistant because she was so helpful and like welcoming and made me feel so good. But I'm like looking in kind of like the lens of like where the doctor can like look in and
Like
I
the
can see
reflection?
the reflection. They were putting in like this drill that was like at least an inch long, an inch and a half long. I could see him just jamming it up into my tooth. And it was the worst thing ever. So I asked him after the procedure was done, I was like, did you get anything out? Like, did you see anything? And he was like, yeah, it was pretty bad. They pulled out like a whole bunch of nasty stuff that was like, he said it looked like a bruise. It looked like as if you popped open a bruise. It looked like purple and blue and green.
Is that your teeth or your gums?
It's
Like,
like
I don't
in
know.
my tooth. So it's like what a root canal is like your nerves get so damaged and they get so high. It's like a really like deep cavity, I guess, in a way.
So it has nothing to do with the wisdom tooth.
It was just a coincidence. That
So
I
you
wore
got to
it.
have your wisdom teeth still taken
I
out.
get my wisdom teeth
my
out.
God.
In a couple days.
Terrible,
What a bummer.
Exactly, but I will say, like, after the procedure yesterday, I was a little down. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to rally after this one, but after sleeping it off this morning, I took some ibuprofen, and I'm feeling pretty
What a
good.
trooper, gang. What a
All right,
trooper.
Payton.
Payton
Poor
coming in here
thing.
smiling. Is your face numb or no?
Actually, it is a little bit, like, still kind of by my nose. Like, up right here is still a little numb.
What a trooper.
Wow. Was it your front tooth that they had to
It
do the
was.
root canal on?
Yep,
Oh,
it was
wow.
this tooth right here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So we're like, all that pain, it must be the wisdom teeth pushing it on the front tooth.
What I thought.
No, it's just your front tooth was jacked.
Yep. So
So-
it was just a coincidence that this all was happening in a week.
Dang, I got to get you a water pick.
You think about like stress.
I
you
have
know,
a
like
water pick. I floss.
you go through stress in your life. Right? I think about my stress, whatever stress I have, you know, and then I was thinking about Peyton's stress and what it must feel like. Her dental pain is the worst.
So bad.
Right?
Unbearable.
Right? Toothache is terrible. If you can't chew, whatever they hit you, just hits. And I'm sitting there this morning, and my stress was I put on 4 shirts before I put this shirt on. And I was like, I had one of those moments like, God, I hate my closet. I hate it. I hate it. And then I go back to the shirt that I wear all the time, one of my 25 black shirts.
It's a good-looking
And I put
shirt.
it on, and I'm like, okay. But it's like I have all these shirts, and I'm like, why do I have all these shirts? I don't wear any of them. They don't fit. They're terrible. I hate it. And it's like I got this pain, and then I'm like, oh, Payton's having her teeth removed.
It ain't a root canal.
A root canal. It's like so much pain.
Yeah, I mean, when you hear that word root canal, don't you immediately go into
Yeah, I've had one. That's it.
You
One
have?
of them. And it was the most excruciating pain. And the weirdest thing about it is the only thing leading up to actually getting the root canal that sort of eased the pain was I had to have water in my mouth. Like just sitting in there and I would hold it in and then drink it. I'd never been so hydrated in my life.
That's
but like
so
at one
good.
point I'm like, I'm getting waterlogged here. Like this is ridiculous.
That's funny, and that's amazing that worked for you because yesterday I went into the back into our office with Nick and Grant, and I put water in my mouth to try to do that, and it put me through the worst pain ever. Poor Grant had to witness a whole episode.
no.
That's how bad it is.
I had to walk out of the room. I like was in tears. I was like, "What is
Just
going
water
on?"
hitting your bad tooth hurt?
Yep.
Dang, dude.
Yep.
Water shouldn't hurt.
I know.
That's like
so
love shouldn't
something
hurt.
serious